Who has that dog that barks and barks and barks, and you can't get them to stop? Whether it's at the other dog on your walk, or someone coming in the house, or it could be that squirrel in the backyard. Is this you and your dog? So I'm here to share with you one of the most effective games that I teach my pet parents to help their dog learn that, you know what, they get a lot more when they disengage rather than continuing to bark. So, good afternoon. My name is Linda. I am the owner and trainer at Wow Bow Wow. I specialize in working with family dogs, families with those companion dogs that they may have brought home as a puppy, maybe 2 to 4 months old, or maybe older than that. And I also work with pup parents with mature dogs, whether it's a dog that's exhibiting certain behaviors now that they want to change, or they brought home a rescue dog, a mature rescue dog. And I help these families, train their dogs to be more, well-adjusted, better behaved. So maybe I can help you too. So let's get back to what I'm going to share with you today. All right. So the first question that I want to address is why your dogs may bark. A couple of reasons, but today I'm going to focus on the dog that may be either fearful, overexcited, or worried about what they're hearing or seeing, whether it's the other dog on the walk, or someone came into their home, or that squirrel, or that cat in the backyard. Now, there are other reasons dogs may bark. It may be because they're trying to alert you, and that could be possibly, if someone's walking by the house, right, to let you know. And attention barking, where they are demanding you to pay attention to them, basically. Look at them. They're trying to get you to maybe ask you or let you know that they're going to go potty. But, it can be incessant, and what we need to do is help them learn to bark a couple of times, not incessantly. And frustration, sometimes on your walk, you may have a really friendly dog and they want to get to the other dog and they can't. So they get frustrated. And so they start pulling and lunging and, barking. But back to the topic, the overexcited dog or maybe fear-based. So, one of the beliefs that are out there and the mistake that people make is sometimes they think their dog is being aggressive, right? Or they're trying to show their dominance. And it's neither of those cases. It's a lot of times, like I mentioned, it could be fear-based, like, I don't know who that is, go away, bark, bark, bark. Or they get frustrated and overexcited and they're trying to get to something and they can't. So they're expressing their emotions. Or, the attention barking and alert barking, right? So none of those, is because they are aggressive or, showing any dominance. So the mistake people make is they feel like they have to correct their dog, right? Correct their dog and shut them down. Most of the time because the human's embarrassed. But in reality, what you're not addressing is the core, the underlying reason why they are barking. And if you address that and then teach them an alternative behavior, it goes away. So let me go to the next slide real quickly. So how to change the barking behavior? Like I mentioned, today I'm going to show you one of the effective games I teach my students. But, there's more than just teaching them one new game or behavior. In many cases, First, you have to work on preventing the unwanted behavior, managing the situation. In some of those cases, it may be an emergency escape or minimizing the visual to the triggers that may be walking by the house. And then, you obviously teach the newer behavior, but you know what? Sometimes, like I've said, it's an emotional thing, and they may need to learn to see those things as being neutral, not frightening or exciting, right? And then you may also need to teach them to self-soothe, practicing relaxing and chilling. And then lastly, and most importantly, you really need to meet your dog's well-being, because they are living sentient beings. Are they getting enough sleep and rest? Because if you don't get enough sleep, I don't know about you, but I get cranky. Are they getting good food, nutrition? Are they getting enough mental and physical enrichment? And lastly, like I said, they are living sentient beings. Are they getting the opportunities, to do their dog stuff that dogs do? Be a dog, right? So, another mistake people make is that if they teach their dog to do a certain behavior, then you know what? It solves the problem. But in reality, you have to look at this in a holistic manner, many different prongs to get to the problem, to resolve the problem. And you should be looking for a trainer and or courses that provide these other elements to the training. And so I just want to let you know, I do have private sessions, especially for really barky dogs. A group class may not be the best option. And again, that's another mistake people may make because, the dog cannot function, cannot focus when they're overwrought with stress in a class. So, private sessions is one option. And another option I have is a membership. Now, for people with barky dogs or over-reactive dogs, they may think it may be costly to get a trainer. In reality, that's something that a membership that I offer can help with, because basically it's less cost to join the membership rather than the private in-home sessions. And you get the elements, you get the support, and you get to learn these different prongs that you need to be aware of to solve the problem and give your dog, the life they need to thrive and be fulfilled and then well behaved. So let's get on to the actual game. I want to there's a squirrel. Here. So when I look away from the squirrel barking, I reward that. This is Danny, the white one, and the redhead is Jill.
Good job. Good job in disengaging. She's more interested in me now, so that's good.
So if you understand the game, basically they get rewarded for looking away instead of barking. Now, in the beginning, your dog may bark and then they may look away. Now, you want to be as careful as possible is to reward the disengagement without the barking. But, there's other games that we play in regards to getting them to disengage by calling their name or using a positive interrupter. But, I cover all these different kind of other concepts and games in the private sessions or the membership. But does that make sense? Is if they get rewarded for disengaging, then they are more likely to practice that behavior. Now, I'm going to put an asterisk here. If they are too close and they are like mentally out of their mind barking, it's not going to work at this point. You have to start at a distance that they can think. They can't be in their little lizard brain, the amygdala part of the brain, the flight, fight type part of the brain. They have to be in the frontal lobe, the frontal thinking lobe, in order for them to decide, oh, you know what? I get rewarded or praise, you know, for looking away. And that's the game you want to teach them and reinforce. Okay, thank you for joining me for my Training Tip Tuesday. And I hope you do um, connect with me. I hope you do reach out to me to see if either of these options, private sessions or the membership, may be the best option for you to work with your dog to help them learn to be a well-adjusted and well-mannered pup. All right. Thank you for joining me for my Training Tip Tuesday, and I will see you next Tuesday.